Welcome to Project UPROAR, Understanding Porn Reliance and Organizing a Response. The main goal of this internet-based campaign is to provide a platform for individuals addicted to internet pornography to seek treatment through knowledge and support options offered via our mobile app. UPROAR's priority population are males living in Utah, age 18 to 30, with a sampling frame of those that downloaded the mobile app. Our evaluation questions include: is our mobile app helpful for individuals to reach out for treatment? Will app downloaders gain any knowledge about local clinics offering treatment? Will those that are considered active users be more likely to seek treatment? And will participants that receive our intervention be at least 25% more likely to seek treatment?
UPROAR's conceptual model uses a social cognitive theory as its foundation, focusing on the construct of reciprocal determinism. In this theory, a person's behavior both influences their environment and their personal factors. The conceptual model above shows how personal factors, such as beliefs and values, the UPROAR app, which is the environment, and the behavior itself are all responsible for an individual to reach for treatment.
UPROAR will use a randomized experimental design as a means of evaluation. Through a simple random sampling, half of all app downloaders will be placed in Group A, which will receive additional information and prompts about seeking treatment. The other half will be in Group B, the control group, and not receive any prompts. The first independent variable of this study is the exposure to the intervention, which are the prompts. The second independent variable is whether the user is active, meaning 2 blog posts and 1 response per day. Otherwise, they are considered less active. The dependent variable will be the act of seeking treatment.
UPROAR uses a survey as its main tool of gathering data. Both groups will receive a simple 6-question survey that includes a combination of nominal and ordinal levels of measurement. Nominal questions are answered with a yes or no, and ordinal questions use a scale of 1 to 10. Based on the data from our survey, we've identified 5 variables for analysis: app downloads, additional prompts, how helpful the app is in finding treatment, knowledge gained about nearby clinics, and active versus less active users. The first analysis is bivariate and analyzes how likely an active user is to seek treatment. The null hypothesis states that there's no correlation between the 2 variables. Using an independent t-test, we found that active users had a mean of 9.08, which was higher than less active users, meaning that those who participated more in the app found it more helpful in getting treatment. P-value is less than 0.05, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis. The second analysis is bivariate and compares if app downloaders gained any knowledge about nearby clinics that offer treatment. The null hypothesis states that there is no correlation between these 2 variables. A chi-square analysis determined that there was a direct correlation. Those with the app had an increased knowledge about treatment options. The p-value is less than 0.05, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis. The third analysis is bivariate and compares how likely it was that those who received additional prompts were to get treatment. The null hypothesis states that there is no correlation between these 2 variables. Using an independent t-test, we found that those who received the additional prompts were about 2 times more likely to seek treatment than those that did not receive the additional prompts. The p-value is less than 0.05, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis. Lastly, we compared how likely an individual who received additional prompts and classified as an active user was to get treatment. The null hypothesis states that there is no correlation between these 3 variables. Using an ANOVA analysis, this multiple regression suggested that those classified as active users and who were given prompts were 2.5 times more likely to seek treatment. This data shows a positive correlation between our independent and dependent variables, and therefore we reject the null hypothesis. Here are some of our other findings as they relate to our objectives. Our sample survey was given to 1,000 app downloaders. After the intervention, about 96% reported that they gained knowledge on local clinics that offer treatment for this addiction. This means that the UPROAR app was successful in providing an environment where the option to seek treatment was readily available to its participants. Furthermore, our data revealed that active users are 2 times more likely to receive treatment than those who are less active. Going back to our conceptual model, we said the amount of time an individual spent on the app would influence their behaviors. The data shows a positive correlation with those classified as active users and the likelihood to seek treatment. UPROAR aimed for 25% of its population that received the intervention to seek treatment. Of the 500 participants that received the intervention, 48% sought help. 4% or 42 participants did not receive prompts, but they did get help. This data suggests that the additional prompts alone were significantly effective in aiding individuals to receive treatment. Although the study is comprehensive, limitations include coverage of the target population, access to the internet, and level of comfort discussing this topic.